Yes, thank you very much for the line. I have to say I'm impressed by the beauty of the manor, so thank you very much for the presentation. My name is Enrico Russo. I'm not the owner of the building. My name is Russo, not Marigliano. I'm the general manager of this fantastic building in Naples, south of Italy, Palazzo Marigliano, 1511, pure Renaissance. So today I'd like to introduce you to a bit of its history, some architecture, and most of its beauty. Before doing that, just let me give you a very first preview of what we're going to see, and in particular a place of my heart, which is the courtyard of Palazzo Marigliano. This is where we're going to hit later on. And okay, time for us to move. Just follow me. I'll be very happy to show you what we have to show you today. So again, basically we are in two particular circumstances. First circumstance, before going live today, I checked on the web that there are only 13% of possibilities to have rains in Naples in a normal May the 30th, like today. So we were pretty lucky to get a very rainy day, so to fall into this range. But jokes apart, the second circumstance is even more important for us. At the beginning of the year, we were about to refurbish the whole building, the whole Palazzo Marigliano. For obvious lockdown reasons, all the works had to stop. So when we got invited, we couldn't but, of course, be very happy about the invitation. Just help me in these 15 minutes we have together by looking at these walls, looking at these ceilings with a certain imagination, because in a couple of months, by the end of this year, you will see everything transformed in what it was before. We will be able to retrieve the old glories. In the meantime, if you're curious, you can begin by having a look at www.palazzomarigliano.com. So, I was telling you, this is a 1511 building, still belonging to the Marigliano family, an important family that considers in itself as nowadays warden of such an important piece of Italy. What really strikes my attention and my curiosity about this building is how the history of a 3,000 years old town can be so deeply intertwined with that of a family. So let me give you two examples of what I'm saying. It is an important piece of history for any Neapolitan, the word Masaniello. The Masaniello uprising is an important riot that we had a couple of centuries ago, and the relationships between the two histories I told you, a family and a town, are here quite important, because taking part of that uprising entails very serious implications for the family. But let me be lighter by giving you another example of this history. Imagine we are in 1943. It's the birthday of Don Francesco Marigliano del Monte, by the time the owner of the building. We are in the very middle of the Second World War. He used to live in Rome. He simply wanted to celebrate his birthday together with the family down to Naples. So he got on his car and began to drive down 200 kilometers down to Naples. What happened? Actually, Naples was by the time an important military strategic goal. So there was a bombing. 3 British bombs hit Palazzo Marigliano. The table was totally prepared for the birthday. Fortunately, nobody got harmed, for the simple reason that we Italians sometimes are very famous to be late. Don Francesco was 2 hours late, the room was destroyed, nobody got harmed. But let me introduce you to another important piece of Palazzo Marigliano. Let's have a look around. This is Via San Biagio dei Librai. Stick on these words, Librai is very important, but I want to explain to you the nickname of these streets. Spacca Napoli. Naples Splitzer, because this street cuts into two parts the old town. Naples is a Greek town, as all the Greek towns. There is a very rigid grid composed by the three main plateae. So we have plateae stenopoia. In Latin that sounds like decumani, cardini. This is the lowest decumano, the most important one. On one side we have the Nile, Piazzetta Nilo, the little square of the Nile. On the other side we have Forcella, the fork. This is not because we fancy exotic words. The Nile is there because by the time 3,000 years ago we had the Egyptians living over there. When us, the first Greeks, arrived here, we said, okay, you're there, we are this other side. So let's make a street like fork that actually looks like a upsilon. This is simply the symbol of the first Greeks, the Pythagoreans, the mathematicians who arrived here. It was a symbol just to say that's our place. So people living together already 3,000 years ago in peace. Before we get in, you see the two windows over there. This is a church, San Gennaro all'Olmo church. Two normal windows seen from outside, but I'd like to show you something nice from inside. Let's have a look together. As Naples is a Catholic town in a Catholic country, you can understand how the relationship between religion and people is also important in architecture. This can be particularly easy to understand in what it looks like a normal corridor. Of course, you see some frescoes here and there, around, here. But this is a normal window leaning outside on the terrace we were before. But what I'd like to show you is something unique. Please have a look inside. We call it the choir. This is the corretto, so the little choir. This is no more, no less than the church of San Gennaro all'Olmo, a church in the house from where and the family used to attend to the Mass from inside. And this is a very unique point of view and a sign of the relationship between what is supposed to be the foundation of this building and what it arrived later on in years. So, very happy I was able to show you a bit of that. Let's get down to the courtyard. Again, sorry for everything so empty. Give us a couple of months, we'll be able to show you everything restored. Just 3 seconds, we need to take a staircase down to the courtyard, so if there is a little break, be patient, we'll be back very soon. I hope you can still hear me. If not, I will go back to the view. I'm very happy I do live and work in such a place because, of course, as many other colleagues, we are turning some parts of the building into tourism, into events. Nevertheless, welcome back. I'm sure the signal went off, so let me repeat what I was saying before. I'm very happy to live and work in such a place because even if we are turning most of it into what it was, so a place for tourism and events, I'm very happy that families still live here and that there are of the craft tradition of Naples. One of them is this little shop here. Naples is famous for its nativity cribs. This is an important shop, still closed because of the lockdown, but as well as with the others, we will see it open in the next few months. Why I was underlining before the word librai, San Biagio dei Librai. This is the actual name of the street, and it means the street of the book makers. San Biagio dei Librai was a district dedicated to the written word, the written culture. So paper makers, publishers, of of course, writers, even artisanal binderies. We will go over there in a couple of seconds. Before we go there, just let me show you the important relationship between, I was so amazed to see the video before of wide open parks. Naples has a density of population second on earth, only after Taiwan, Singapore. There are a couple of neighborhoods around here which are extremely dense in population. So let's have a look. Even in a lockdown time like this one, you will see a certain vibrant situation going on. Before we get out, I hope you're still able to see some of the frescoes we are going to refurbish very soon. This is the outside. So enjoy 2 seconds of this. I'll be waiting for you inside and we will end up. So I was telling you, we will end our 15 minutes, our little guided tour by first reminding you www.palazzomarigliano.com, which is where we are putting all our efforts and our creativity to show you what's going to happen very soon. And let's have a look at this place I love. Legatoria Artigiana, a fantastic place. It's an artisanal bindery. I prefer not to say that much now. Let's get in and see what's going on. Buonasera. Permesso. Buonasera a tutti. Just follow me for a second. Just 2 seconds to introduce you to Annalisa Mignonia, the mind and the soul behind this fantastic project. Please have a look around. Yes. This is not a book-only shop. This is the whole tradition I was telling you about before. Let me remind you the website, which is www.legatoriaartigiana.it. Annalisa is welcoming us, and I told you that the relationship between the outer place, the inner craft, is totally visible behind you. Let's have a look at what's going on behind us, and we will. Per esempio, so for instance, che succede qui? Che cosa stiamo facendo qua?
Diciamo questo è un lato che si distanzia un po' dalla legatoria, dove restauriamo libri antichi e facciamo libri moderni, però facciamo tantissimi oggetti, ci occupiamo dell'oggettistica, dove dal sito della legatoria si possono vedere i prodotti, le varie lavorazioni. Ad esempio questo è un album.
So we are saying that even if the culture is dead. Okay, we are back. Some Wi-Fi is helping us much more. So we were saying that Jenny was telling us that even if we are in a place for bookmakers, we are in a place where the culture of the paper is important. So we are now banding other kind of objects. Again, I've already told you the website, so if you want to take note of it. But I'm so proud that in this building there are still people living, working and producing some art. So thank you very much, grazie mille per ospitarci. Let's have a very last look outside before we give the line to our friends in Spain, Torre la Murga. And stiamo qua. So thank you very much. That was our very short visit. The rain helped us for this meanwhile. Thank you very much. Have fun and probably see you next time.